Welcome to The Burning of the Midnight Lamp, where we are dissecting music history album by album and track by track. We continue with Sparks and their album Terminal Jive from 1980, and it's the third track on this album, Rock and Roll People in a Disco World, written by the two brothers Ron and Russell Mile. Yeah, so far one very good track and one maybe not so good, so we'll see what this will give us.
We will.
The title suggests a fusion of rock and disco.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm expecting.
It does. I feel there's one word missing in this title, but we'll come back to that.
Yodeling? Oh, I have not heard this track, so I'm looking forward to it.
I'm very curious about what that word is. So let's jump into it, have a listen, and we'll discuss it afterwards.
Guitar and synth. Straight on.
Rock and roll people in a disco world.
Real rock and roll ending there.
Yes.
Yeah, sounds like the rock and roll
There
people
is.
won in the end. Yeah, what to say about this? I think it was quite fun and catchy, but I'm not sure how many listens it will take to grow tired of it.
One.
One,
Really?
really?
No, this is one of those tracks. I mean, when we talk about this album now, from now on, it is without when I'm with you in mind.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like a standalone track. But for the rest of the album, this is probably the track I like the most. I think I like this.
Okay.
It's catchy. It's repetitive, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like the chorus kind of, if you like.
It's interesting when you get the riff and then he starts singing the verse and then the riff sort of comments on the verse in the opening. That was a nice touch, and the chorus was nice as well. And but of course it was a lot of repetition. And when you think there's a lot of repetition the first time you hear it,
Yeah.
how will this this be when you hear it again? And a long, interesting instrumental part.
Yeah. The instrumental part is the only thing that I like about this.
Yeah. Okay.
The word that is missing for me is trapped. This is rock and roll people trapped
They
in
just-
the disco world.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, okay, yeah.
And if
I can see that.
I wonder if the guitar player having to play that riff over and over, I would kind of be like, really? Can't you just loop it? Do I need to play this every single time? Oh. But I'm happy you have a different opinion.
Yeah,
about
no,
the song.
I don't think it's bad. I mean, it's not the greatest Spark song, but it's also it's fairly okay. I can enjoy listening to this track.
I've been trying really, really hard. And no, it's I'm afraid this goes in the book of songs that I rather skip.
Yeah.
Lyric-wise, it's a funny little lyric with emphasis on little, because there's not many lines here. It's almost like a haiku poem, twice haikus or three haikus. Or, yeah. How many lines are there? Four or five lines, and the chorus. So it's a very precise observation on rock and roll people in a disco world. Well, we are talking about rock and roll people in a disco world. Sparks were rock and roll people. Now they're in a disco world. So what's he actually trying? Are they mocking other people jumping the disco bandwagon, or are they
Is it self-irony?
mocking themselves? Self-irony.
It's always hard to say.
Oh, there's so many layers to this song.
Yeah.
And there's a great second verse, if we can call it that. They make LP records and few make comebacks, and the rest sell shoes to all the other.
Yeah,
That's brilliant.
Beautiful. I can imagine them not rolling on the floor laughing, but having a bit of a fun making this song, and thinking how will this be interpreted, or maybe it's sort of a what can you say? Putting this on the album as a way of saying, well, it's the whole album is ironic. We're not serious. A sort of a emergency brake that they built in.
And I can't help thinking, because they were criticized quite a lot for selling out. They were regarded as rock and roll people, maybe, and now they are in the disco world. By sort of pointing it out here, they sort of dig their own grave, so to speak, for the criticism to attack them on this, and the fans for that matter. And as we talked about on the previous records or in previous episodes, disco and rock didn't really blend very well. If you were a fan of rock, you usually weren't a fan of disco, and vice versa. So,
But going back to the instrumental that's approaching as the next song that we heard in that video. I understand you now that it's not connected at all. The first 4 songs, they don't flow.
No, and especially when you have that rock and roll ending.
Yes, the rock and roll ending with the drums. I can imagine it will be very jarring to go straight back into this instrumental, more floating sound after this.
Well, in the context of the title, I guess you could say that it makes sense.
Now we have rock and roll, and it's not a rock and roll song either, is it? But it's a rock and roll ending.
Yeah.
Now we're merging into a disco
Now
world.
we're going into the disco world again.
Yeah. Maybe that was the thought they had behind it. Who knows?
Oh, so this song is sort of in an island with disco on each side, actually.
Yeah.
So this is the rock and roll people in the disco world. Just as Moroder had this song, Nights in White Satin, where he had a middle part we called In the Middle of the Night.
Yeah. But it's almost like when you put that instrumental in there with the disco, it kind of brings you to a certain expectation to side B, which it doesn't fulfill at all. So
we'll see. We'll jump to side B shortly. I just want to mention the only sort of extra information we have about the song is that it was released as the B-side of the French version of Young Girl's single. But apart from that, there isn't really much to say about it. So we'll turn the record. We listened to the instrumental version of When I'm With You when we discussed that song a couple of episodes ago. So the next track will be track number 5, Young Girls, the opener on side B. Thank you to everyone who was watching us. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you think about rock and roll people in a disco world. Do they belong there? Do this song belong on this album? Or should it be skipped, like maybe other songs on this album as well? Let us know in the comments below. And until we're back, you must all have a great day and goodbye.
Goodbye.
see you in a bit.
In a disco world.